Once you hear the beep sound, okay, that's recording. Okay, just for the record, sorry, because I need to post this in our Google stream. So in case you want to review, then you can go back. So for the record, uh, regarding my quick announcement, we have the after school online class. If you can see that in your Google Classroom, please join and click the join button. After school will be every Thursday for computer class. I think for other classes as well, there's after school um, classes that's been created in Google Classroom. So for computer, that's scheduled every Thursday after school from 2:10 to 2:50. And the other announcement, if you have some difficulties with your microphone, or if you cannot use your microphone, then you can use the raise hand button to acknowledge yourself or to respond, especially when attendance is being checked. So now it's time to proceed to our lesson, and it's a continuation from yesterday. So yesterday we learned about the applications or the apps or the software that we need to use in order to save the files. So we use the MAMP app to save files, and the other one, that Sublime text editor, to write our codes, our HTML codes. So I hope you have downloaded and you have installed those apps. If ever you have concerns or questions, then you can inquire it now, or maybe before we end this class, just let me know. So now it's time to proceed to our lesson, and this is actually a video. I'll just pause this one in case I need to clarify something. And now let's watch this video for our lesson today.
Welcome everyone to Web Design and Development course. This video is an introduction to HTML5 and CSS. You'll also see the source and reference for this video. I hope you'll be able to follow along this web design course. Coming up next are the prerequisites in this lesson. We have the MAMP server, Apache server, Sublime text editor, localhost 8888, and htdocs folder. These applications and folders should be active in your machine at the background. As you watch this video, please bear in mind about our ESLRs, and these are right thought, right communication, right attitude, right conduct, and right lifestyle. The intent of this video is to show you how to view web pages in a browser, and we are now in section 1.3. In this video lesson, you're going to learn just what a web page is and how it can be read by a browser like Google Chrome or Firefox. You'll also construct your very first web page. So let's make a start. Files on your computer come with extensions. If you wrote a letter using Microsoft Word and save it with the name My Letter, the software would add 4 letters to the file name, or 3 in older versions. Because it was typed using Microsoft Word, the 4 letters that get added to your file name is .docx. So your file name will be myletter.docx and not just my letter. If you created a spreadsheet in Microsoft Excel and called it accounts, the Excel software will add its own 4-letter extension to your file name. It will add .xlsx. So your file name will be accounts.xlsx and not just accounts. So you get a different 4-letter extension depending on the software you use. These extensions are very important to computers. They are used to identify the type of file it is. With a file extension, Word can recognize its own documents. It sees the letters the OCX and says, ah, yes, that's one of mine. I can open it. If it sees a different extension, XLSX for example, it says, what the heck is that? You may then get an error message telling you that the file type is not recognized. Web pages have their own file extensions. Oddly, there are two different extensions, a 3-letter file extension and a 4-letter extension. Web pages come with the extension .htm or HTML. A browser can recognize either extension. When you open up a web page with your browser, Google Chrome for example, the browser software checks the file extension and the same check the Word and Excel make. If it sees the .htm or .html extension, it knows it's a web page and then tries to open it. Modern browsers, though, can open up other types of files. Behind the scenes, however, the thing that the browser is trying to open is really a text file that has had its extension changed from .txt to HTML. The text file, though, will have special symbols and words called tags. When the browser sees these tags, it goes to work, displaying whatever you type and hiding the tags from your viewers. Most web pages on the internet are written in code called HTML. In the previous video, we learned that HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language and is fairly easy to get the hang of. That's because HTML is not a programming language. It is a language designed to improve the presentation of text. For example, in Microsoft Word, if you want a nice big heading, you can select a font size from a menu. HTML has an easy way to change the size of text of headings too, which you'll see in a moment. But that's basically all you're doing with HTML, presenting text and images on a page. The way you do this is with things called tags. So what is HTML5? HTML comes in different versions. When people talk about HTML5, they are talking about the updates to the markup language. These updates were agreed mostly by a whole host of different parties, all members of an organization called W3C. W3C was founded in 1994 by Tim Berners-Lee, who also created the first version of HTML and invented the World Wide Web. They now oversee the defining of new web technologies. Companies who make browsers like Microsoft Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, and Apple Safari can then decide which of the new web technologies they wish to implement. Most of the big names in browser technology decided to implement quite a lot of new suggested updates or specifications put forward by the W3C. These specifications are commonly known as HTML5. In practice, this means implementing features like HTML video and audio directly into the browser, as an opposed to needing a third-party plugin like Adobe Flash. Another exciting update is something called the canvas tag. This allows you to create quite sophisticated animations and graphics using JavaScript, again without needing a third-party plugin. So what is HTML5? There are a whole lot of new HTML tags that take browser technology forward into the 21st century. Throughout this course, I'll introduce you to the essential HTML5 tags that you need in order to create a modern web page. For today's web quest,
Okay, so for every web page, there's actually an HTML file that will run that web page. And just like in Microsoft Word or in Excel files, so those particular apps needed those files in order to run those documents. So the same with a web page need an HTML5 file in order to run it. And with the modern browsers, there's a lot of um, files that could be able to support these web apps that we have or web pages. So now it's time to go to our web quest. And today's web quest, we are going, let me change the slide. For today's web quest, please search and read in the internet what is a web page and what is HTML5. This is for additional knowledge regarding our lesson for today in connection with our lesson. So you have about 10 minutes to do the web quest for web page and HTML5. So, class, I hope that you have read and searched about HTML5 and a web page connected in connection with our lesson today. And if there's no more question, then you can have an early rest today before you go to your next class. And I hope that everyone was able to read about more information and knowledge about the web page. So if there's no more question, you can have an rest, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a great
Bye. Take care.
Wait, teacher.
Yes, US.
Are we using JavaScript?
No, HTML. Did you say JavaScript?
Yeah.
Where?
No. I thought we were using JavaScript. I thought I heard something.
When? Just now or?
Yeah. I thought we were using like JavaScript.
No, HTML. We're doing HTML. JavaScript is grade 10.
No, because I'm like taking JavaScript like with my friends. It's kind of fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to hear that from you. We're doing web design using HTML and CSS.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Have a great day. Bye-bye.